Well, hello everyone. So we're back in Hoochie Mama again. Went out and did a break-in repair. Someone busted the glass out of a door, and went and swapped that out this morning. And got to talking with the customer. She's a single mom, and she's trying to figure out how to make some side money and everything else. And I was kind of telling her a couple of different aspects. She has a job, a place that she's working. She has opportunity to use her job and make side money. And I was kind of telling her a couple different ways to do that. And she mentioned a couple things about, things that she hears about, how to make quick money and stuff like that. And it got me to thinking about the trends that I see a lot of people doing. I've made videos in the past about, people spending months making sure that their flea market store is 100% perfect, painting and doing tile and all this other kind of stuff. And, a lot of people I think they're more inclined to just spend more money in the hopes of making money. And that's not what it's about, But I guess one of the things I want to talk about is she mentioned about selling, adult toys. And she was trying to figure out where to buy them and stuff like that. And I said, to be honest with you, that's not something that I, get into. I was like, but if you want to sell something, what you do is you find a place to buy first, and then you figure out where to sell. And like, she works at a job where there's plenty of opportunity to buy stuff. But there's so many people that will go out and get in these, what I call it, there's basically scams, but they'll go and buy like pallets of stuff. And and I'm not saying you can't make money at it, but if everybody's doing it, it's kind of one of them things that, it's not risk. It's more of a fad than a business. And I mean, you can go up to any flea market and find, damaged boxes of vacuums and DeWalt and different tools and garden stuff where people buy pallets of all this stuff and then try to resell it for a penny cheaper than retail with no warranty. And that's one of the things that I see as it's more of a scam than an actual legitimate business. If you want to go out and make money, what you do is you go to a garage sale, you go out and you find, a place where you can buy product, not just buy a pallet of, returns or possibly damaged stuff, and just say, well, let's hope for the best. Hopefully we get a good one, or a bad, hopefully we don't get a bad one. Hoping is not running a business. So, but if you're in a particular industry and certain things about stuff, like I was telling her about, where she's at, she can buy nice clothes pretty cheap and resell them, but she doesn't know that much about clothes. I said, well, what do you know about? You got to know what you're good at, so you're not necessarily learning on the job. But it's one of the biggest things that I see is a lot of people will spend all this money to start a business, and next thing you know, they're like, well, it didn't work out and I've lost all this money. Let me resell, and they end up reselling the business for less than what they got into it. And I guess this is more of a cautionary tale. If everybody is doing it, I'm not saying it's necessarily don't do it, but if everybody else is doing it, then that's a lot of competition you got to deal with. The truly successful people are the ones who think outside the box and do things differently than what everybody else is doing and make a business out of that. And no matter what you do, you have the possibility of failing. So never think that, oh, this is guaranteed. Nothing guaranteed in life. Not even life is guaranteed. So, but I'm just glad I was able to get over there, and she actually messaged me through Facebook on a door that I'm selling, and I was trying to figure out how to get everything done. And I said, well, she said, well, my door got broken into, the glass is broken. I was like, send me over a picture of it. She sent, I was like, I could knock it out for $100 plus whatever the piece of the glass. I went and cut a piece of plexiglass and put it in for her. So, which I don't normally do that, but especially I don't normally work at the beach either. And She was all the way out, looking at the water on the beach. Yeah, it's not a great house, but it's a very nice location, and surrounded by a lot of people that have a lot of money, and she has a possibility just in her location to make a decent amount of money. So, but anyways, I tried to make a video about the windows at our house, because her windows were installed wrong. Like, there's nothing right about the windows. But right when I was making a video, she came up, and I just stopped it halfway through. So I was trying to get you guys some other information, but this ended up happening, and we got into a conversation about her wanting to, you know, get into what I call a fad business or a scam business. But you know, when you're wanting to start a business, you either have a service that you're going to help somebody out with, or you have a product that people want to buy. And if you don't know how to do the service, or you don't know how to buy the product you want to sell, then you're probably not going to have a good business. You know, most people that have a business were already in that industry. Something happened which forced them to go out and venture on their own. It's usually how most businesses are started, is through failure. So anyways, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna drop off some windows for a job that I'm gonna be starting here soon, and tonight I gotta take the other truck in. Has a couple of times where I crank it up and a lot of white smoke's coming out, and I noticed the oil's low, so I'm gonna dump a couple of quarts in there, and I think I may have a burnt up ring in the engine, but I can drive it a good long time with that. Just got to make sure I keep oil in it, that's all. So, and then this hoochie mama's acting up because it has I think it's jealous of the other truck, which I still haven't named the other truck. You know, I'm thinking about maybe using an acronym where, you know, I'll have a word that means something else, you know, or I do like the Professor Chaos part. I think it'd be kind of funny, you know, but it's also a lot to talk about. You know, Professor Chaos is well, not too many syllables, but it's a lot to put on a truck. So, and I was supposed to get the stickers yesterday, and that didn't happen. A lot of people are failing me, so not intentionally, but anyways, I'm done ranting and all this kind of stuff. Hope you guys enjoy these little conversations I have. But on that note, peace, love, money. I'm out.